Welcome everyone to one of the deepest conversations you may ever hear about human behavior, leadership, psychology, emotions, influence, and the hidden patterns that silently control people's decisions, relationships, success, failures, and even their future. Today's world is full of information, opinions, reactions, arguments, and emotional chaos. But very few people truly understand why human beings behave the way they do. Why do intelligent people make emotional decisions? And why do leaders misjudge people? And why do people hide their real emotions? Why do crowds follow confidence more than truth? Why do people seek validation even when it destroys the peace? And why do some people completely change under power, pressure, or the pain? So, this video is not just about the psychology, it is about awareness. Because once you understand human behavior deeply, you communicate better, lead better, avoid manipulation, understand relationships, protect your mental peace, and see the world differently. So, this video may challenge your assumptions. Some truths may feel uncomfortable, some may completely change how you observe people forever. So, stay till the end because the final secrets are often the most dangerous and the most important. So, let's begin. Human behavior controls almost everything: leadership, politics, relationships, business, parenting, friendships, teamwork, social media, and even personal identity. Most people think success depends only on intelligence, talent, or hard work, but history repeatedly proves human behavior often matters more than intelligence. A highly talented person without emotional understanding may destroy the relationships. A leader without behavioral awareness may create fear instead of the trust. A society without psychological awareness becomes easy to manipulate. Understanding human behavior helps us understand ourselves, understand others, avoid emotional traps, improve communication, and create healthier environments. But here is an important truth: understanding behavior should not be used to control people unfairly. It should be used ethically to heal, guide, support, protect, and build better futures. The goal of this video is not the manipulation, the goal is awareness. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that what they see emotionally is always the full truth. Most people do not immediately reveal fear, sadness, insecurity, pain, jealous, loneliness, or emotional exhaustion. Human beings are socially trained to hide vulnerability. Many people smile while suffering internally. Some people appear confident while battling the fear. Others appear angry when they are actually deeply hurt. This emotional masking happens because humans fear rejection, humiliation, judgment, abandonment, and weakness being exposed. That is why emotional intelligence matters. A voice leader does not judge people only by visible behavior. They try to understand invisible emotional reality. The human brain evolved for survival, not emotional honesty. In ancient environments, showing weakness could lead to danger. Even today, people subconsciously protect themselves emotionally. For example, employees hide stress, children hide fear, leaders hide insecurity, men often hide emotional pain, women may hide emotional exhaustion, and even successful people hide loneliness. Social media made this even worse. People now perform happiness publicly while privately struggling emotionally. This creates emotional disconnect. The danger is many leaders analyze behavior without analyzing emotional context, and that leads to terrible decisions because behavior without context creates incomplete judgment. This topic creates huge debate. Some people believe emotional masking is deception, others believe it is survival. The truth is sometimes it is both. Manipulative people may hide emotions strategically, but many ordinary people hide emotions simply because they feel unsafe emotionally. And this is why mature leadership requires patience. Not every quiet person is dishonest. Not every emotional person is unstable. Not every confident person is secure. Human behavior is layered. Most people hide emotions because the world often rewards appearance more than vulnerability. Society praises strength, confidence, success, control, and emotional stability, but it often punishes fear, sadness, confusion, emotional sensitivity, and uncertainty. So people learn emotional protection. The solution is not forcing people to expose themselves emotionally. The solution is creating environments where emotional honesty feels safe, and that is a real leadership. Human beings forget details faster than emotions. You may forget conversations, but remember emotional impact for years. A person may forget your exact words, but remember respect, humiliation, kindness, betrayal, encouragement, or emotional neglect. Emotional memory shapes relationships deeply. And this is why leadership communication matters enormously. A single sentence from a leader can inspire the confidence, destroy the self worth, create motivation, or create fear. Never underestimate emotional influences. The brain stores emotional experiences differently than logical information. Emotion creates stronger neurological imprinting, and this is why trauma lasts long. Humiliation stays memorable, praise becomes motivating, and emotional moments feel unforgettable. People may not remember every achievement, but they remember how others treated them during difficult moments. Leadership without emotional awareness becomes dangerous. This debate has existed for years. Many highly intelligent people fail socially because they lack emotional understanding. Meanwhile, emotionally intelligent people often build stronger trust, communicate better, influence people effectively, and lead healthier teams. IQ may help solve the problems, but emotional intelligence helps manage humans, and leadership is ultimately about the humans. People naturally trust individuals who understand their emotions, listen carefully, communicate calmly, and create emotional safety. Emotional intelligence helps people de escalate the conflict, motivate the teams, build connections, and reduce misunderstanding. But emotional intelligence must be ethical because psychological understanding can either heal people or manipulate them. Ethics determines the outcome. Human beings often trust confidence faster than expertise, and this is why confident speakers gain attention. Charismatic leaders attract the followers, and uncertainty often appears weak socially. Unfortunately, confidence can sometimes hide incompetence. History repeatedly shows confident people misleading entire groups, and this is why critical thinking matters. Brain makes rapid assumptions for efficiency. Within seconds, people analyze appearances, tone, posture, eye contact, and energy. These impressions influence trust immediately, but first impressions are often incomplete. Fast judgment may save time, but it also creates dangerous misunderstanding. Humans fear uncertainty more than failure. Many people stay in painful situations simply because uncertainty feels terrifying. People tolerate toxic jobs, unhealthy relationships, emotional suffering, and limiting environments because predictable pain feels psychologically safer than unknown change. The fear of uncertainty controls countless decisions. The human brain seeks certainty because certainty feels safe. Uncertainty activates the stress responses, and this explains about anxiety, overthinking, resistance to change, and emotional avoidance. Growth often requires entering uncertainty despite fear. Humans are deeply social creatures. Belonging affects survival psychologically, and this is why people sometimes defend groups emotionally even when the facts are weak. Fear of isolation is powerful. Why groups defend wrong ideas? The groups often become emotionally attached to identity. Once identity becomes involved, logic weakens. People fear rejection, exclusion, embarrassment, and losing social acceptance. This can create dangerous group behavior. Humans often choose emotional safety over uncomfortable truths. That is why courageous leadership matters. Real leaders encourage critical thinking instead of blind loyalty. Attention is the new psychological currency. Modern platforms compete for human attention aggressively. Notifications, algorithms, trends, controversy, outrage, and validation loops manipulate behavior constantly. Attention now influences identity, self worth, and emotional stability. Social media and validation psychology. Humans naturally seek recognition. Social media amplifies this dramatically. Likes, comments, views, and followers create dopamine driven behavioral loops. This can become emotionally addictive. Awareness is essential. People mirror the energy around them. Emotions spread socially. Negativity spreads. Fear spreads. Confidence spreads. Calmness spreads. Leadership energy influences entire environments. Most conflicts are emotional, not the logical. People often argue logically while emotionally reacting internally. The visible argument is rarely the full issue. Underlying emotions usually drive the conflict. Silence communicates more than words. Silence can communicate disappointment, wisdom, emotional exhaustion, reflection, or emotional distance. Emotionally intelligent people learn to observe silence carefully. Many people appear kind during comfort, but pressure reveals their character, power reveals the ethics, and pain reveals the resilience. Pressure reveals emotional control. True leadership requires patience, empathy, observation, emotional intelligence, accountability, and ethical influence. Understanding psychology should build humanity, not destroy it. Human behavior understanding should create compassion, healing, awareness, wisdom, and gratitude. Every person is fighting invisible battles. Kindness matters more than we realize. If this video changed how you understand people, leadership, emotions, or psychology, share it with someone who needs it. Comment below which human behavior secret shocked you the most. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notifications because the more we understand human behavior, the better future we can build together. Thank you for watching.